So can you
search
all the way to Vienna, and then come across Westview over to Vienna, and then down. Well, it wasn't really Westview, but see, that's when they send you these permits. Sometimes they put the wrong names on it. They called New Columbia Road a little section of Westview.
Oh, gotcha.
But it's coming down Johnson County's road there. That's our New Columbia Road. It's called Metropolis Road or something. Or Metropolis Road.
Both ways in there for that.
Comes down all the way down to Big Bay Road, and then across Big Bay Road over 145. Alaska County, search all the way to Vienna, and then come across Westview over to Vienna, and then down. Well, it wasn't really Westview, but see, that's when they send you these permits. Sometimes they put the wrong names on it. They called New Columbia Road a little section of Westview.
Oh, gotcha.
But it's coming down Johnson County's road there. That's our New Columbia Road. It's called Metropolis Road or something. Or Metropolis Road. Yeah, I don't know.
Both ways in there for that.
Comes down all the way down to Big Bay Road, and then across Big Bay Road over 145.
Yeah, they're good.
A motion by Gerald. I'll second that. Joseph, come on up. How are you this morning?
I'm good.
Good. You're going?
No, it's pretty quiet. It's pretty quiet, really. I don't know if y'all are aware that Miss Crossland that's in my office, she lost her father last Friday, so she's out all week.
Okay.
Well, she may show up tomorrow, but her father's funeral is Friday, so we need to keep her in our prayers.
Yeah. You live locally here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you tell Lori, are we sending anything to the county?
I told Haley,
Okay.
I don't know, I'm certain that she probably will.
Okay. By the time Lori takes care of that downstairs.
Oh, Lori does?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure we send something. How's our balance?
Yeah.
There's your
I'm sorry. I didn't know very fast now.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah, I was late. Pretty good.
And if I'm not mistaken, we have everything paid except what comes through today.
All right. It's a great job.
Good job.
And so hopefully that'll be good.
Everything else good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I talked to Haley about it, and I think we're planning on going ahead, and we talked about it, going ahead and just paying off the Tyler Tech, take all the old balance that was left, plus this new maintenance agreement that we have, and just pay it all off and get rid of it.
Be a good idea if we can afford it. That way, in case something happens, we can't later, we won't be hanging over our heads.
And that way, if we decide, because we've had, their support system is, I don't care for it one bit. And that way, if later on down the road we decide to try to find someplace cheaper or something that we all can agree on, it maybe works better than them or something, and we have the opportunity to actually take time to look for it.
Whether or not they don't have us over a barrel.
Right.
I agree.
Yes.
Georgia, are they charging us interest on that?
No, they actually have not, which I'm very surprised.
Yeah, we got lucky there.
Yes.
They could.
Oh yeah, and it would have been ugly. But they're not.
How much do we the balance?
29,000 some odd dollars.
How much the service agreement?
And the new service agreement's 13,600. So.
It'd be nice to get at least one of them knocked out.
Yeah. That's kind of what we're shooting at doing, possibly. I'll look at some other figures and see what else we've got left hanging out there, and if we can get those paid off, and possibly we're going to pay the rest of the auditor's bill off. Those are the two biggies that are left out there. Get those done and out of here. And we should be okay.
It'd be great.
And we shouldn't have any more, unless somebody up and retires between now and the end of the year.
Shouldn't have any
We
big
shouldn't have any
payroll.
more big payrolls. Not, we should just have normal payrolls. Yeah. So, and otherwise, that's about it. Like I said, mobile homes are due they were due the 26th of September, and the second installment's due the 17th of October. And that's just, we're just working on that.
Tax sales still set for December.
December 20th. Yeah.
Good deal.
So we're just working.
I was going to tell everybody October 21st, if you all turn in your budgets for next year.
October 21st?
Yeah. Wow, that's a couple weeks away.
Yeah, okay. October 21st.
Well, if you can shoot for that.
Oh, yeah. Can shoot for that?
If something happens, it's no big deal. We can start working on the other ones we have and just get
Okay.
to yours when we have it.
Okay.
That way we can try to get that done in November.
We'll send out letters to all everybody.
Yeah, October 21st. Give everybody 2 days.
Okay. That works.
Gerald's been on top of me to get that done, so.
Good job, Bill.
You might have to build up and get started on it.
Gerald's always in a hurry, isn't he?
Keeping y'all on your toes.
That's it.
Okay, we will get it going.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Have a good one.
Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Jody.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Joe, you want to come on up? Congratulations on your son. I seen that he qualified for something.
Yeah.
Is that regionals or what do they call that?
That was a regional tournament yesterday. He qualified for the sectional.
Okay. Man,
Good deal.
He
that's
didn't,
excellent.
didn't really play that good, but he had to play a playoff because for the last spot, he
Yeah.
won the playoff. That was pretty fun.
I bet.
Win's a win.
Yeah. Did you and your wife able to go?
I ended up seeing the last 9 that he played, but
Yeah.
I didn't. My wife didn't.
Yeah. That's exciting. So where do they play it next?
Charleston?
Oh yeah. This Saturday?
No, it's Monday.
Okay, this Saturday is gonna be really cold out here.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be bad weather.
No, it's on Monday. Yeah, it's interesting.
Jason, did your boy pass that test?
He did, yeah. He's stepped off the sidewalks and the road today.
What color Corvette is he driving, so we'll know?
Yeah, right. But, yeah, he passed it. I was kind of hoping maybe he would. It's a sick feeling when you see him pull off that bird. It's just like, oh.
I bet.
So, might have to put a speed limit sign in the subdivision here pretty soon.
You want me to put one up in my front yard?
Yeah.
It's about the right time
Yeah.
where they have to start slowing.
Once you pour some speed
Bumps,
bumps,
yeah.
Well, they got to slow down right in front of my house anywhere. They're not going to make that curve.
Yeah.
Go to Randy's house, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Go right in his front yard.
Yeah. And the contractor still, they doing the paperwork for that contract, that bridge. She's got it done and it's in the mail to me, so if you could write down for an agenda item for next week to vote on awarding that, or not awarding, just signing the contract for the, I don't know if you have to vote on that or not, signing the contract for that bridge project on Mount Sterling Road. The contract documents just need to be signed and sent back to IDOT for their approval and issuance. And the fall engineer meeting is tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, so I'm going to be gone to Peoria for the last 3 days of this week at that fall engineers meeting. So, if you can't get a hold of me, that's why. If you needed me for any reason.
But Matt will be on the job.
be.
How's the mowing going?
We're making it along, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's been any problems with any of the tractors or anything. Well, I take that back. Radiator went out of one of the tractors. It's getting fixed right now. But, you know, we're back into this thing where I've got 2 and 3 guys off every day. So we don't have 3 guys mowing anyway. We only have maybe 1 guy mowing today.
So I guess this is a bad time to bring up about Purcell Road. I had another call and he said it hadn't been graded yet.
I keep telling Matt. I guess I'll tell him again. I mean, yeah, we finally got to where we got a little bit of rain. And
Yeah, I know, that's why I was wondering, because we got that ½ inch to 3/4 inch rain. That'd be perfect grading. But
I guess the problem is we got too many miles of road to get over right quick. I'll tell him again. See if he can get out there today.
I understand.
There's a few people in the county, not naming any names, but they, every time we have a long dry spell, they know that we can't grade when it's dry, so as soon as it rains, they leave messages or call our office wanting us to immediately go out there and do grading. You know, it's just, I understand that it gets kind of old after a while, because I don't call other people up and tell them they got to do their job every day, you know. But people want what they want. I can't change that. So. But I understand when you got to ride on a rough road, it's a little bit aggravating, but at the same time, that's why some people choose to live in the city, and that's why some people will choose to live in the country.
Yeah, he first contacted me back in June.
I know. It's been a long time.
It's been a while.
But I've been out there, and that road's really not that bad if you stay in the wheel tracks. I mean, I've been out there several times since then, and I know it's bumpy, but it's tolerable. I mean, you're not going to bottom out. You're not going to lose an axle. You got to go slow anyway because of those hills. So
Yeah, I think as long as everybody drives with some sense.
you know, it's more of an aggravation factor than a need factor. It is needed, but it's you know, it's not going to kill anybody the way it is. But I understand we got to get to it. That's part of this reason why we want to go the other route next year as far as oil and shipping, you know, to free up some men. But we can't do nothing about the weather if the weather stays the way it is. A lot of the roads in the hills are always the problem roads, like Mount Pleasant Road. It almost gets bumpy immediately as soon as you're done with it. Mill Springs Road, same way. Purcell Road's kind of down on that thing because of the hills.
Yep.
You know. So it don't hardly last any time. You know, when you grade it, it's good, but then as soon as we get a couple weeks of dry weather or rain, one of the two, it either washes the rut down or it gets so dry it washboards. I wish there was some kind of treatment that you could put on gravel to where it would just stay in its place instead of washboard and all that, but I don't know of that thing.
sent you an email at payout number 7. Emailed it to you and Haley. If you got, if one of y'all can print that off, and we can make a claim and sign it.
Okay.
All right.
And this,
Hey, thinking about the budget, we had talked, I don't know if we've talked to Joe about it one time before or not, but we had talked to Chad Taylor about maybe looking at in the future if we could get gas at wholesale and keep it out there at Gerald's facility. And I was just thinking about the budget for next year because that's one of his budgeted line items for fuel for the deputies' cars. Is that something we've talked to you about before?
You mentioned it, yes.
Have you ever checked on that and see what options we would have?
No, I don't know what kind of options are you talking about. Are you talking about like trying to get like an automatic card reading system or something to where it accounts for who gets what and who pays for what and so on and so forth, or
Whatever y'all think, I mean, whatever Jeff and Gerald, what do y'all think?
the problem is with our facility, we're at the max of the amount we can have there at that facility.
We talked about that because he said he was at the max, and we talked about putting it
Okay.
over here. I think
All
over
right.
here in this, out here at the
That
sheriff's
area.
department, that
Okay.
area there. is
Okay.
Before we talked about.
All right.
Because you can only have so many gallons of fuel on hand right on site.
Without having containment.
All right.
The way that ours is, it's the 2 above ground tanks we have are the maximum size we can have without doing something different on containment or.
Would you have a,
Right now we only have like 400 gallon storage of gas. I mean, the majority of ours is diesel fuel, and we don't have enough storage for gas to be able, I mean, they'd have to come fill it every day or every couple of days probably.
because those cars probably hold, what, 20 gallons?
Yeah, there's a bit of it, and they all fill up at once a day. So,
Yeah.
or most of them fill up once a day. You got at least 4 filling up once a day.
Yeah. Would you have like a contact number or someone for us to talk to if one of the commissioners want to follow up on that?
I can get it for you. Daniel is who you
Oh,
are
is it
contacting.
Daniel Finkel.
Okay, I got his number.
Midwest. I mean, he doesn't do the tank installations and all that. I probably have somebody in the file from Midwest that does that, but Daniel can put you in contact with the right person if you wanted to call him.
Okay.
We just got those tanks, I don't know, you remember 2 or 3 years ago, we had to replace our tanks because ours was leaking.
Are those not double wall?
They are.
They are.
Yeah.
Jeff, would you want to follow up on that?
I can.
All right. You got his number, just, I don't know, it's just something to think about. I think it might be more economical.
I know other counties have gone to where the whole county uses one facility, and that's fine if we wanted to do that. We would have to do some more major modifications to our place if we wanted to do that, though.
Yeah.
And I'm not 100% sure without talking to him myself as to what would be required. We might have to build like a concrete containment wall or something around it, or if you decide that this is not sufficient or it's not enough area or you don't want to do it there, we can still do it. It's just a matter of trying to get the right, accounting system to know who's getting what, and the right locks on it, or I don't know exactly because we don't have that.
Well, if we did something like, put the sheriff's department up there, if we did do a containment system, we'd leave yours probably alone and just put theirs separate over behind somewhere else, that'd be the easiest way. That way it's not all mixed up, because that way it'd be hard to mix the county fuel with the road department fuel with the sheriff's department fuel, because you never know how much is yours and how much wasn't.
Well, that's what I say. If you have a card reader system, though, it'll tell you how many gallons you've used and accounted to this person or this vehicle or whatever. They do have those. I mean, we don't. Ours is really crude out there now. It's just a basic pump.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have.
I think that's what the city has.
Yeah.
The card reader. Yeah.
Reed's place up there.
I mean, the other thing at our place, it's right now it's in that the canopies covering those things, and it's maxed out as far as that. We got to put a new canopy probably.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
There's probably room there to do it. It'd be hard to do it. It'd be some construction anyway. I don't know if it'd be worth trying to modify ours versus doing something new somewhere else, or if you come back and it's way too expensive somewhere else, then.
Now, what if if we added a separate tank on the property out there? Now, is that, would that go or not? Like, I mean, put it in a separate location on the property. Would that be okay? Would that fly, or is it still going to be?
Well,
Just like leave yours alone where it's at, and then up there closer to the fire department or something, up there closer to your office, just set up. Not, that's what I'm at. That's what I want.
yeah, the fire department's got actually some things back there too. That might be a location. They may not have near as much. I don't think they have near as much fuel as we do, and theirs is right behind the building. So that might be another location that you can do it, rather than ours or rather than over here.
Yeah, because they don't. I don't even know. Because I'm probably sure they don't have much gas.
Paul Daniel.
Do I know?
Are you Paul Daniel?
I can, yes. I want to get his number.
Well, ask him them to do some research about the price difference.
Okay.
See what it is.
You think the city would have any restrictions over here for us to do it? If Chad Murray ran us a permit for it. Never know how that's going to work out.
Never know how it's zoned. May not be a gas station. We got the room.
Yeah. We tear that White House down since the county owns it over there.
So you want to try to get budgets
October 21st.
I may not be able to get mine completed because I'm still waiting on some information from IDOT to start, but I could try. I could get something going and maybe have a majority of it.
Okay.
So I'll start working on that next week.
Gerald Jeffson. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you. Good, I don't need to do that.
So this reappointment to the Housing Authority,
Yeah, sure.
I guess this person wants to
Yeah,
get another
yeah, she
permit.
wants to stay with us.
Y'all have any issues with Melda Burnett being reappointed to the Nassau County Housing Authority?
I'll vote for that.
Okay, it's a term November 1st, 2019 through November 1st, 2024. We'll make a motion for that.
I'll make one.
All right.
Reappoint her.
All right. Get a second on that?
I'll second.
Okay. Mr. Stratmeyer, you want to go on up? It's 9:35.
Yeah, we go in closed session.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to go into closed session to discuss employee
Collective bargaining
and
and
employment issues.
employment issues.
Second. Office supplies of some sort.
Oh. You could maybe make the case that it's document storage related.
That's what it looks like to me. That's what I was wondering. Just,
Yeah.
I mean,
I can't really tell for sure what the invoice invoices are for.
Mhm.
It's kind of hard to tell. It's a very brief description, but
Be nice to go take it out of the other account, right?
Yeah, you want to talk to her about it, Jeff? See if we can.
We already have.
I mean,
It doesn't
I
seem
would set
to.
any of those aside that you may have questions on, say, can we pay these?
No, I think Jody has.
Oh, has
I've
she?
several times, yeah, it
Okay.
just never gets anywhere.
Okay.
Well,
But
unless you refuse to pay them, I mean, anything else.
If we don't sign it, we eventually have to talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah. Anything else for me?
No, sir.
All right. Thank y'all.
thank you, sir.
Come on up here. Dean.
Good morning. Kind of thrown into this last minute, so
That's fine.
I don't know who gets what or anything. I just got told to bring this over, so
Send a
figure it
text
out.
and say
I'll
you
let y'all figure
got
this
tied
out.
up.
this is the label with her name on it.
Man, I tell you, that's hardly any bills right there, $10,000. We're doing great.
As far as I know, everything else was caught up, so everything's going pretty good.
If you want to report back to Mr. Kaler, we're going to try to get the budgets in by October 21st.
Okay.
If he can try to get it maybe submitted to us around that time.
Okay. Will do.
You're pretty full, low 40s over there.
Yeah. We're right at 40 right now.
How's all the vehicles doing for you guys?
We've had a few minor hiccups over the last couple of weeks, but nothing major. Everything's up and running. The new truck is getting the stripes put on it, and we should have it.
Should be done today,
It's
shouldn't it?
supposed to be done today, and we'll have it up and going. So,
Pretty good. Whose vehicle will that be?
that'll be Kent Miles.
No.
Yep. Well, it took us almost a year and a half to get it, but it's finally here and ready to go.
So who's the one he drives now? Who's that for?
You want to trade in?
Yep.
Oh, so it's traded in?
It's already at Linwood's.
Okay. Yeah. That was the one we got from Buffett?
Yeah,
Buffett,
through the
yeah.
K9 grant.
Yeah.
We offered 20,000 a year ago for it. Ended up working out better in our favor,
Yes, definitely.
but Linwood's did step up and they did a
Good job.
they did a good job honoring the deal. I know I called over there the day that it come in because we didn't know it was in. And I know we were getting ready to put tires on the top
Yeah.
on the next day, and I called Chad immediately. Said, "Hold off on tires." I said, "It's here." He's like, "You're kidding me? He's here wide." I'm like, "No, I just talked to Cliff. It's here." So, it's a good thing. How you like your new position?
Easing into it, learning the ropes. Been a interesting transition for sure.
Yep.
We're getting things figured out.
Did you see where me and Kent went yesterday?
I did.
What do you think about that?
Proud of you. Good for you.
Just digging you.
They got lucky at the end there. So.
Just digging on you, man. Lucky, whatever.
Joe, you got anything for Mr. McCann?
No.
No?
All good?
All are good.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Have a good day.
See you, David.